Hi folks. So, I was just doing my Sunday evening worship. And yeah. Had songs on shuffle. And the first, a Casting Crowns song come on, Does Anybody Hear Her? Which is awful. Horrific as a song. And then another one. Come on. If We Are the Body. One bit in the song, a man comes in, sheds off his coat, sits at the back, and the stares from people in the church make him think he's better to be on the road and not actually come into that church. When I heard that, there was pain and anger. So much anger when I heard that. Yeah. Listen to the songs. Beautiful. Does anybody hear her? Casting Crowns. And If We Are the Body, Casting Crowns. Listen to them one after another. Heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking songs. But I've had these... Well, these songs are quite old. They go back a number of years. And I've been watching the church deteriorate. And knowing that, yeah. But I never dreamed of COVID and that the whole church would be closed down. That when people were losing their mothers, their fathers, their grannies, their granddads, their brothers, their sisters of COVID, or actually normal things that happened, but because hospitals were caring about COVID more than anything else, people were dying for things that shouldn't be dying from, and they couldn't visit those people, and they couldn't say goodbye, and the church was closed down. Yeah. That to me is, and so far, as far as I know, the church has not apologised to the world for that. They're not apologised for not being there when people need them. Even though, generally speaking, most churches are closed most of the week anyway, aren't they? Should they be? No. No. No, churches shouldn't be closed at all. Ever. Really, should they? Come on, they shouldn't be. It would have been a time in biblical times when churches would have been in people's houses, and even if it was 3 o'clock in the morning, if you needed them, they would have gone up and helped you. They would have let you in. They would have let you in at any point in time. And in most churches, there's nobody there at any point in time. There's nobody to let you in. So those people in need of God, they're going to be deflected, and they're going to go from churches, away from churches, more to the world, even though the world is in the church anyway, but they're going to go more to the world than they would be if they're going to churches. If they go to a church, even if that church is quite worldly, they've got a chance, at least a chance, that they could go to God, right? At least a chance. But they're pushed off to doctors and to be fed medication that just causes other problems. With things like depression. And depression can be dealt with quite easily in church. quite easily. If the people in church were led by God. And during COVID, there was so much that was wrong. But again, a church led by God would have answered the government when the government was saying churches have to be shut down because of blah, blah, blah. That church would have answered the government by saying, well, excuse me, the idea of 2 meters distance, what's that for? If the government said, well, because obviously if somebody coughs, then you would say, well, how far does the cough go when you cough? The stuff comes out of your mouth to where? How far does it go? Oh, about 10 meters. So why 2 meters? Absolute crap. All the stuff was crap. Wearing a mask, what was the point? Wearing a mask was really about, if you had COVID yourself and you coughed, then other people had a chance, because obviously if you had a mask over your mouth, when you cough, the mask stops most of the stuff going through. So therefore, there's a better chance, if you're 2 meters away, that what's in that person's mouth doesn't go through you, right? Yeah, that's the only reason. If you haven't got COVID, it won't protect you at all. Because obviously, when you need to breathe, air goes through the mask. So therefore, yeah. If the church was led by God, they would have said, no, we're not going to shut down. No. We can say to people, wear a mask if you want. But we're not going to shut down, no. Older people, they can stay at home if they want. We can do that, no problem at all. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. That can be done, yes. In the end, the reality with regards to the whole bloody thing is BS. And, yeah. But, again, none of that matters. What matters is, listen to those songs. And yeah, really care about people rather than pretend you actually care about people. Well, for me, the other day, it's quite funny actually, I was drinking wine and I heard music. I was listening to music, and one of the songs, I heard it, and oh my God, it was so beautiful. I was crying. I was thinking, why am I crying? Is it because I'm drunk? No. It was a song. It was such a beautiful song. Yeah. Let's see. Let's change that a second. UB40. That's a group. Kingdom. Is it Kingdom Town? Yeah. I think the song is Kingdom Town. Oh my God. Absolutely beautiful. It is gorgeous, that song. Yeah, I'm not a soft person at all. So normally I don't cry, but with that song, bloody hell. Yeah, that worked. It's absolutely... I mean, when you love to dance, again, with that song, oh my God. Yeah. Gorgeous. So, yeah. Listen to songs. Enjoy. I'll speak to you later. Bye-bye.